G'day tubes, how's she hanging? So, she was a long weekend. I took the long weekend off. We did a bit of filming, but nothing super major huge. I noticed a lot of issues with the videos and stuff I've been posting. With the GoPro on the bike and stuff like that. And a lot of you are really missing the me audio talking, I guess, in it. So I got an issue with the GoPro because it doesn't actually have a microphone in jack thingy, so I got to can't really talk when I'm using the GoPro. So what I might have to do is grab one of them drift cameras like Iron Man uses there, and you can get a microphone kit for them thingies, and then it plugs in and goes into your helmet. And I'd probably have to mount it on the side of my helmet, you know, which would be all right. Sort of how he's done his. That and get the microphone thingy put into my other helmet there, one that's a full face and everything like that, because it would be super too windy with my, like, you know, freaking bowling alley helmet, if you know what I mean, for that. So, but anywho, we'll get working on that maybe before I kind of do up another biking video, because there's some roads and stuff I still want to take you on, and for a little adventure ride, you know. But yeah, I can understand it's kind of boring just watching a bike go down the road and nothing, you know, nobody talking to you. So we'll have to get that figured out. Iron Man says he got his from Royal Distributing, which is mostly where I get all my stuff from for bike oriented ways. And I was actually at Royal Distributing yesterday, and I got some oil filters for the bike, because geez, I've almost got 750 kilometers on that thing already. Can you believe that? So we did a lot of riding this weekend. This weekend was really good. We did the one ride we took you on, and then yesterday there we went to up to Barrie there, which is about hour and a bit or so away from here. So I think all said together, I put like another 145 odd kilometers on yesterday on the bike. So my butt is sore. Let me tell you, from a whole weekend of riding, holy. But anyhow, today anyways, we got to, I was out doing a bunch of sweeping with the big sweeper on the tractor this morning, the big sweeper, and it was working good, but the brushes are getting down pretty good, and I think I'm going to switch them. I got a little bit of life left in them, but they're actually getting down so much now that it was actually starting to get harder on the tractor. It was really starting to bite in real hard, and I don't know, you'd think the longer the brushes, the worse it would be, but this seemed really bad today. So, mind you, it was pretty wet, mushy, gooey stuff, but anywho, we're going to remove the brush from the housing of the sweeper brush, the big feller, and get it all apart, and then we got to take, I was reading on the book this morning, what's that thing called, retainer plate off, and then it's basically the brushes are all staggered back and forth like this, and then they just sort of pile up on this big stacker thing, I guess you'd call it. So we're gonna go do that. We got a lot of bolts and stuff to take out. I'm probably gonna use my little impact gun for that. I'm just sort of looking at it here thinking, yeah, that probably worked pretty good. But anyways, let's go get a few tools out, some air going, and we'll start tearing the brushes out. Come on, buddy. There you go. Alright, so first we gotta take our cover off the drive side here, the chain side. Yeah, that's good. A little quicker, eh? Holy. I could probably turn that down a bit. I don't like putting this cover back on. It's a real pain in the butt. Looks like I bent my my adjuster screw this morning too. It was kind of scraping on the road and stuff, so I'll have to fix that again, I guess. This thing's a bit weird, yeah. She's a little bentaged, but it looks like it's good and juicy in there, so. Okay. Now, we gotta get the chain off, it says too. There's this little adjuster dewey, kind of grimy. And I better put that in here too or I'll lose it. Okay. Now, what have I got? Gotta find the master. Master! There you are. Okay. More tools, hang on. Okay, we gotta get the master out of here. There's that off. There's that off. There's that off. There's that off. Definitely grimy. Well, that's good though. Okay, yeah, that's definitely grimy. You're gonna need a towel. Okay, now squeeze me again. What do we gotta do now here? I think we got to. I can't remember. I have to read the book again, maybe, but that doesn't sound right. This basically has a slide thing here, but you got to get in here, I guess, and a bunch of bolts in there I got to get off. But how the heck do you get in there? It's kind of weird. It's almost like they put them on the wrong way. Because from what I would see, you would take this. It says you got to take this off the coggy thing here, but. Looks like I'm going to have to anyways, because those bolts aren't going to come past her. Let me show you. So it looks like for our little stand thing here, we got to take this off and then try to get these bolts off from inside here, but basically they're kind of stuck in behind this housing thing here, so we got to try to get this gear off, which I don't think would be too bad. The clip thingy there, and then I don't know if we got to take these off too. Looks like I'm missing one, or I don't know. I'll have to grab some more tools. Alright, I probably should have taken these things off before I took the chain off, because then it would have kind of held itself back, right? But it's too late now. So hopefully this is a good enough little bit I got here. It's not the super best quality, but oh, it's not even tight. Looks like it's actually sort of backed itself out. Oh, now it's getting tight. So those probably weren't Loctited in. There's about 3 threads, that was it. And there's one more. One there. That should work. Yeah. And I think that just basically, these things just kind of keep it from spinning on the shaft. So I think I probably got another one of these, because it looks like I'm missing one for sure there. Oh man, that's grimy. Okay. Now what do I do with my towel? Oh well. Okay. Set of. Oh, those are gone. Now this should actually probably come off, but pull this off of here anyhow. Just like that. Spring clip. Ooh. Spring clip. Worked good. Now the tricky thing is, how do we get that thing off of there? We're gonna need let me just, for fun, try a shovel. I'm not liking that too much yet. And of course I don't have a puller right now. I haven't replaced my puller that I broke there a while back ago. But I bet you that thing is probably rusted a bit in there. Something tells me that's just not going to come out the way I'm wanting. Okay, let's figure out something here. Alright, I don't know if this part's going to work or not, or this idea is going to work or not. I should really be using a puller. Really not liking that too much. That's actually really hot there. Maybe I should give her a little spray here. Don't know if it's going to do much though, but I kind of doubt it's going to do anything. I don't know. Wish I had my puller. I'll tell you that. I probably would have got that out right away. Because I got no way of getting these things off. Just because it's in behind this flange on this gear here, it looks. I don't want to bend things either. Pressure there and it's not moving. Figures, eh? Figures. Well, I'm gonna go have to read the book again, I guess. Alright, well, I got a little more of the side taken off here now so I can kind of see and get in down here a little better and stuff. And so far not so bad, but I don't know, I'm having issues still getting this thing off here. And reading the instructions, good thing I got instructions. When we took this off, there was a set screw here, but remember I said, oh, there's not one there. Well, what the instructions say is you take these two out and put one of them back in this one that had nothing in it, and this whole thing's supposed to fall apart. Well, I got that thing jammed in there as tight as I can go without, you know, wrecking keys, and she's still holding tight. So I don't know what the deal is with that. It just looks exactly like one of these, and I don't know. I think we maybe just got a little bit too much rust inside of here and stuff, and in the keyway and on the shaft. I'm pretty well gonna have to put like a puller on there to put a bit of pressure to it so it pushes against the shaft and pulls against this, you know, and then be able to doink, it'll probably come right off. But their little method here is definitely not working when it's rusty. So here it says remove snap ring, which we did. Snap ring's off. Remove set screws G. Install one of the removed set screws into hole H. So G, G, and this is the empty one. So we took one of those out, put it in there. Turn set screw at hole H. Hole H. Clockwise until locking hub, sprocket, blah blah blah. Square key. Set screw at hole H. Washer can be removed from the brush core. Well, it doesn't help when it's all rusty. So I kind of see what's going on here. It looks like it's pushing the gear in, and then you should be able to pull this thing off. But I got a rusted shaft. I got rusted everywhere here, it looks like. See, what I think is supposed to happen is it's supposed to push the gear, or this gear, in so that this part will come off, but I don't think there's any chance in anything of that coming off like that. So I'm a little bit kiboshed right now because I don't have a puller right now, and I can't really get in there and wedge anything in there to help, because this is all kind of floppy, right? It's not in super good strength right there. So what are we gonna do? We might have to we might have to go get a puller from maybe Princess Auto or something, which probably will be tonight. And it looks like this is about as far as I'm going to be able to go with this today. Now I got this front thing off of here, the little holder thingy, it's all off. That's got to go with that. It's all off. I got the screws out of this side and it's all loose, But you basically got to pull, that one's got a slot on it, you got to pull it out and then out this way. That one's just not going to pop out of there enough to, well, it won't go out of the other side anyways until we get that gear off. Because we can't get the bolts out until we get the gear off. So I'm kind of beat right now. I got to be able to pull that gear off, and that's going to be a fairly good sized puller. This is, what are we going to say? This is roughly a, I'm going to say a 7-inch gear. Sure, close enough. So 7-inch sprocket. I'll have to get something fairly decent. I've been sort of wanting to replace my my puller anyways with something a little more better. Maybe even a 3 jawed puller maybe. We'll see what they got there. But I guess that's unfortunately gonna be as far as I can go today. Which really kind of sucks because I pretty well got it all apart. I was thinking of taking all this off, but I don't want to go too far here. But definitely, because this going back together is going to be a nightmare, because you got to remember the new brushes are just clearing the inside here. So let's put you down. So we got brushes that are wore down to there. These new brushes will be kind of up, just skimming there, right? So there's going to be a lot more brush there to be messing with when we go to put her all back together. So I'm really not super looking forward to that yet, but I'm going to maybe try with my key here and my wrench, put a bit more pressure to it, but I just don't think we're going to get anywhere here. Just don't think we're going to get what we want here. So let's go there. I'm going to try to hold this thing too. Say turn it clockwise until the thing separates, but yeah, it's funny, guys. I guess they forget that, you know, there's rust and stuff. Nope, I don't think so, boys. I'm just twisting the key off. So, that is the end of that idea. I'm sure it works fine when it's all clean and non-rusty, but she didn't work fine for me. But anyways, it was worth a shot, I guess. I just don't want to be wrecking stuff, you know. But anywho, guess we'll have to go see if we can find a puller. But anywho, I guess we're beat for today. So I got the box of new ones out here. I got a box of these pretty much right after we got this thing, because I'm like, this on asphalt, I don't know, it's not going to last long. Being plastic weed whacker line, basically, right? But actually, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. I got 4 years, I guess, out of it. But there's the old compared to the new. quite a difference. So they're probably four or 5 inches down. So yeah, that's gonna be lots of fun. But anyhow, I guess we'll have to finish this up tomorrow, because I'll run tonight and grab a puller or something, 3-4 jawed puller maybe, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna have over there. So anyways, I kind of like to get sort of things done and finished, you know, but their little method of pulling that thing apart just isn't gonna work, and I don't want a heater. I was thinking of putting some heat to her, but there's also a bearing right there, so I don't want to heat her up too much and then wreck that bearing, even though I probably should replace them. But I'll check them when I get them out, so we'll see if we need to replace them or not. But anyhow, I guess I'll put the rest of my stuff away, all my keys and stuff, and yeah, I guess this one probably was a bit too big for it, maybe. I know what size it is, it's large. that one, and whoa, that one's fairly large, and then a large one, and resized to the size you need. And I didn't do that, someone else did that. But and I dropped a couple, of course. But anywho, let's get cleaned up, I guess, for today. Alrighty, well, gonna head to Princess Auto. I had to do a couple of things before I ran here, but it's getting on late in the day now, so it's 3:26. So I apologize, this is up later, but if you checked out my YouTube fanny page thing there, not fanny, not butt, if you know what I mean, my YouTube fan page on Facebook there. I do put posts up and stuff, like today's video is up late, of course, and I put like a notice on there. I just did one now that video is going to be up later, blah blah blah. I had to run to Princess Auto, blah blah blah, and yeah. So, anyways, if you haven't whatchamacallited, joined the thingy there yet, I'll put up a link on the description down below of where you can go for that, and basically I can put up posts on there and stuff to let people know and let you know what's going on, kind of thing, right? With if stuff's up late or what's happening kind of at the sort of moment of, you know. So worked pretty good today. This is sort of the first time I've really used it, so there's a little notice there that it'll be up later, blah blah blah, and stuff like that. So just so it kind of lets you know, because a lot of people, if I don't seem to have the video up at the normal time, I get a lot of messages, oh, is there no video today, there's no video today. Well, yeah, there's a video, but it got kind of delayed. So, but anyways, I'm just waiting for the kids to come home from school. Should be any minute here now, and see if they want to go, but probably not. And speaking of the bus, they're there. But anyways, I'll see. Maybe if Dale wants to go, he'll probably say no, but he doesn't like Princess Auto much for some reason. I don't know. He likes dirt bikes and stuff, motors and messing around with stuff like that, but he also likes his computer when he comes home from school. I guess it's this winding down kind of a thing, you know, gets on the computer and blows some tanks up and World of Tanks and stuff. So, but anyways, I'll see if he wants to go. He'd probably say no, and my daughter will definitely probably not want to go. She goes inside and jumps on Netflix pretty much right away. It's her wind down thing from the day. So, but anyways, we're gonna head to Princess Auto after yous and me. But anyhow, once we get off the road here on the road, we'll head her down to Princess and see what they got for pullers. We're gonna need a puller for that thing, that is for sure. I guess it's just us going. Oh well, here we go. Well, I was thinking of maybe riding the bike over to Princess here. Cost me a lot less in gas money than this thing will, that's for sure. Probably halfway to Princess would pay for my trip there and back on the bike. Literally. But anyways, the ride we went on yesterday, we went up to Barrie there, like I was saying, and it's a good drive away, and filled up the tank after just, well, we did a bunch of driving around there too, because we had to go to different places, and it's all big city, right? So we did a bunch of driving around, did a couple of the stores we wanted to go to, Royal Distributing and stuff like that. We didn't go to the Princess Auto though, but went to the aquarium store up there. We went to the Mountain Equipment Co-op store. My buddy there that drives the other bike wanted to get some batteries or something there. Watch batteries are super duper cheap there or something, and they're good name brand ones. But anyhow, drove all around there, and I noticed getting down, probably down to about well, there's two ticks left on my gaugy thing, and it was basically probably under half a tank. So filled her up, $5.79 a Supreme. I kind of like that, eh? So I don't know, I probably could have got Princess Auto one back on one tank, but yeah, it's kind of a cruddy sort of day, sort of rainy looking in the sky, and it's actually cooled down a lot since this morning. If it was the same temperature this morning, I probably would have rode it over, but it's okay. I'll take the big rig with some heat and windshield. It's really nice. But anywho, we'll head her over and see what we get for pullers. Oh, that was another thing. I would have taken like a, oh, there's a guy on a bike. KTM. Would have had to take like a backpack or something. That might have sucked on the way home. Those pullers aren't light. They're not made of plastic, that's for sure. So, But anywho, we're headed over, and if there's anything super awesome cool on the way there, we'll film it, and if not, then we'll see you at Princess Auto. Oh, I want to give you this shot of the back of this Astro van that is in such nice shape. That is an all-wheel drive. That'll be probably never again, ever, you'll ever likely see one. That's not a rust bucket. That's turned into a rust bucket. That is an all-wheel drive Astro van. Wowee. That's kind of cool. Get a bit of a side shot of this Astro, see how she is up the side here. Usually the doors went bad on the bottom of them and stuff. Wow, that one's actually looking really good. I'm wondering if they've like had it stored for like a long time or something. Huh, very good. Yeah, you'll probably never see an all-wheel drive Astro van. That was rare to see an all-wheel drive Astro van, never mind one that was in that good a shape. That's really impressive, and that's an older one too. That's, I think, even older than my old van. And it just fell right apart, but someone must, I don't know, like had it stored for a long time, or maybe they replaced everything already on it, but she is in nice shape, that one. Holy cow, that's pretty sweet. It's one of the ones I've always, well, not now, but when I was looking at vans, was an all-wheel drive one like that, but could never seem to find one that was any good. Like that one there, whew, that's a nice looking one. Nice from far, we'll say, but you never know. It could be far from nice. Underneath, she could be all just destroyed, but geez, I'll tell you, it didn't seem to see a spot of rust on her anywhere. That's good. So, like I say, at least someone must have under oiled it or something a lot, or maybe she come up from down the States. Hard to say, you know, down in an area where there wasn't any salt and crap wrecking stuff like it does up here. Interesting. That's really cool. I'd like to know what year that was. Probably, it's got the square lights. It doesn't have the round, like the square lights. It's got the rectangular lights on it. So it's probably between a 94 to 90, maybe 2000-ish around there or something. I think they stopped making those in around 2006, if I remember. They stopped making the Astro van lines, so they sure ran a long time with those. I think it was in the 80s, early 80s maybe, 84 or 5 they started making them, and then 2006 I think was the last production. So she sure had a long run, but they were good vans too. I don't know why they stopped, you know, making them. I don't know. Who knows? New models come out, got to change, keep up with the times, I guess. But I'll tell you, if they still making them, I probably would even buy one of those brand new. I don't know, hard to say, but they're almost as good as a truck, but basically a truck with a permanent cap on the top kind of thing, right? Kind of like this thing, but you know, the cap can come off as they need to be. So, but that's what they should have made, was the Astro van. Sort of an Astro van-y kind of pickup truck thing that you could put a cap on, but I guess basically that's a pickup truck. So, but I don't know, whatever. They were good in their day, I guess. They're probably still pretty good anyways, but they didn't last too long in Canada. They just, nothing does up here. All the salt and crap they put on the roads is just so hard on everything. But anyways, I'm almost thinking that you pretty much, you want a car without rust on it. Don't drive her at all in the winter, or get a new one every couple of 3 years maybe. That's about all you can do. Trade her and get a new one, run out the lease, and then start again. That's about the only thing you can do to keep a car in Canada here in our area without rust on it. But any longer than that, you get up to 8, 9 years, 10 years, brake lines start going on them. I'd say 7, 8 years, you start seeing some rust poking through here and there. Just the way she works. So I don't know. It'd be nice if they, I don't know what they could do, but something different to treat the metal or something, you know, instead of just like a piece of sheet steel that's gonna just rust like crazy. Make her, I don't know what they could do, but something that doesn't rust anyways, you know. But I guess the whatchamacallums did that with their what was that? They had plastic panels on them and stuff, and I kind of guess they were good, but oh, who was that now? I just can't think of it off the top of my head. Oh, my brother-in-law had one too, and it seemed okay, but the car itself was kind of chintzy. Saturn did that, that's right. I had to think about that. I knew it was a planet of some sort, but couldn't think of which one. Anyways, we're still touring down to the old Princess here, and we're going to be a few more minutes, but once we hit the big super highway, we should be there pretty quick. Oh, poor sap's driving the big rig's got to pull and get inspected. This is a little inspection station down here. They check out your paperwork and stuff and your logbooks, I guess, and then your truck. They'll do an inspection of your truck, your brakes, your, you know, everything on the truck, right? It's like 1, 2 guys pulled in here, maybe 3 guys. They don't like something, they yoink you off the road. And the big fines if you go zipping past one of them places when their lights are on. You're supposed to go in and have that done, and right? So obviously if you zip past, you're either completely blind and you didn't see the lights, or you got something wrong with your truck that you don't want them to find out about. So probably in the long run it's easier and cheaper to fix your truck than it is to pay the fines for zipping past one of those and not going in. But luckily me, I don't drive a big enough truck, so I don't have to go in there. Yay! Alrighty, we have arrived to Princess Auto, and it looks extremely busy in here. Actually, yeah, it's not too bad. They usually park pretty much right here anyway, so there we go, Princess Auto. Alright, well, I can't film in here, but anyways, we'll head her in and see what we can get for pullers. Holy crap, did we get pullers, boys? You should see all the cool stuff I picked up here. Holy man. And one other thing that I didn't really need, but I'm gonna probably need something for an upcoming project in the next little wee while anyways. But anyways, I think I'm gonna grab a quick coffee. There's a Hortons just over behind this blue awning thingy. I'm gonna grab coffee on the way home and take you home and show you what we got for pullers here. Holy crap, we got pullers, boys. We got pullers. Well, it's a good frickin' thing I got a coffee on the way home, because the big street is frickin' stop and go. I don't know how far to where, but holy crap, I'm glad I don't have to do this every day. Can you imagine having to rush or getting in this rush hour crap every freaking day, driving back and forth to the city? That would just suck. Glad my commute's about 30-second walk, so I don't mind that at all. It's actually starting to pick up a little bit more here. I don't know why it's so... Maybe there's a crash up here or something, I don't know. Sometimes it's just these lanes that merge into, just with the volume of traffic, that seems to screw it up. But anywho, we are going 50, yay! But anyways, we'll keep heading home, I guess. It's funny, you get like so far up the road, and then you're pretty much out of the city, I guess you'd say. We're still on the highway here, but there's no real major more exits up here after the last one there we just passed. So, and then it's like there's no cars left hardly. It's like, really, where does everybody go? I guess they turn off. I live in here, I live over there, I live here, blah 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 blah, and then that's it. They're all gone. It's really weird how fast it just disperses and gone. There's a few cars here, but I mean, these guys are probably gonna like, well, there's a couple more turnoffs, but they're not major ones. They're not super major super centers, right, where everybody lives, right? But a lot of these will probably be going sort of the same way I'm heading here. So it's like, really, it's just weird how it all turns out. Like there's a couple more turning off, you know, blah blah blah, and now we're down to like nothing hardly. It's really weird. So when we were down there waiting in the lineup for the Hortons there and the drive-through thing there, the thingy was reading about 12 degrees, I think it was. 13 degrees on my thermometer-y thing here. As I've been coming home, heading north, it has cooled down to 8 degrees. Totally different world down there, let me tell you. And if you look, I don't crash. If you look straight ahead of us here, seems like the road goes up a lot. That's what they call the Caledon Mountain. And trust me, it's a lot bigger when you're on it than it looks there. That doesn't give it really much justice, but it is a huge increase of altitude. And I'm willing to bet we'll go down, well, it's hard to say. We might go down to 7 degrees, maybe 6 degrees by the time we get to the top of there. We're at 8 degrees right now, heading north. And that is that hill and that altitude is a very big dividing line there for weather for sure. I mean, it could be cold, snowy, and crappy up at our house there, our area, Orangeville and stuff, and then down here is like totally different. It's weird. It's weird how that works, but it's hard to say. Yeah, we'll probably lose a couple of degrees, I would say. I don't know if I want to say 2 degrees or not. We'll lose, you know, down to 6, but definitely probably to 7. So I'll let you know when we get hammering up to the top here, because there's a little better shot of the mountain there now, kind of sort of thing. It sort of dips down here and then up a little bit, and then it dips down again, and then the big climb. You can see all the little cars going up there, right? So kind of hard to show you that while I'm driving, but anyways, that's one of the things I wanted to try on the bike. Power wise is tearing up there and seeing how she holds her own kind of thing. I did a few mods up to it last night there, airbox mods and air filter mods. I didn't throw that in today's video, but I did put it on the fan page thing there from last night. I took a couple of pictures, and then basically what it is on the back of the air filter, there's a mesh screen, like a really tightly woven mesh screen, and then in behind that there's actually another steel screen that's got a bunch of, well, I want to say maybe 1/4-inch holes all drilled through the whole thing. So right there, and those two things there are a huge major restriction of air right there. So that, and the only place the air comes in is the very top of the airbox, and it's a hole about that big, honestly. So what they recommend is drilling out the door of the airbox, and allows a lot more airflow. And I noticed quite a bit more, because I put her all back together this morning and started it up and gave it a couple of little snorts there, and you could actually feel it sucking air in through the door. So I'm like, there you go right there. So definitely a lot more flow. So we just got to work on the out part now, which is still in the mail. It's in Canada now. It's cleared customs, so it should hopefully be here this week. Things got a little bit screwed up there, I guess, with the holiday and stuff, but there, we're just starting to hit the mountain. The mountain pass here, we'll call her. It's actually called Caledon Mountain here. And she's a long haul for some of these big trucks. They got actually 3 lanes here now, and the trucks usually get to the far lane there, and, you know, 4 ways on if they're real heavy. And like this guy's getting over 4 ways on. Yeah, there he goes. He's got something pretty huge in there, but it is just such a long drag. It's hard for them to keep up the power, eh? That's a big generator or something huge. And he's slowing up pretty good already. He hasn't even really hit the hill yet. I'm just gonna pull her down into 3 there, and I won't keep switching back and forth. So yeah, this is one of the hills I want to try the bike on and stuff, and I'd like to do it before and after too, you know. Like before, it'll be pretty much, I could probably keep her in 6th gear, but it'll be like right full. But hopefully, with the exhaust upgrades and the fuel controller upgrade thing too, it'll hopefully won't be dogging her quite as hard, you know. It'll 6th gear and probably won't need as much throttle, which would be nice. So I don't think I'd gain speed anyways going up this hill, but with the upgrades, I probably will have a little bit more success. So press the button. Have a little bit more success coming up a hill like this. So ear pops. Oh yeah, look, 7 degrees now. We're at 7 degrees, so we lost a degree. Don't know if I'll see 6 or not, but maybe when we get home, I'll let you know if we see a 6 come up there. Kind of, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's not really super cold out today, so it's hard to really say on that. But anyways, we're almost home. We'll get up to the garage there. Got to call our day real soon because it's like almost 5:30 now. Driving down there takes like a long time, especially coming home with traffic like that all day. And we'll get showing you these pullers quick here and stuff. I don't know. I got some of them. They have to sort of be put together too because they're kind of all squished up into the box, and you got to put them all together and stuff. So go back to drive now. And so maybe tomorrow we'll get into doing that, and then yoinking off that sprocket. Should just pop her right off the puller I got here. Holy man, this. But anyways, let's head her home. All right, we made her home. Check this out. 4 degrees. I told you we get screwed in Orangeville. It was 13 down there, 12, 13 degrees down the city. I was actually almost thinking of turning the air conditioning on, but I thought, yeah, once we get going, it'll be fine. But yeah, and up here is 4 degrees. Weird. So I tell you, coming up that mountain and heading a little bit more north, oh, it's totally different, totally different. But anywho, let's get unloaded here. We'll take all our pullers inside and have a look-see, and then we'll head her home. All right, so here we go. So I seen all these pullers down here. I thought, oh man, I don't know. Sometimes you need some for this, sometimes you need one for that. So I thought, well, let's get maybe a few here. So this is a 4-inch 3-jaw gear puller. Pretty cute, pretty tiny. Actually, that might even work. I don't know. I thought, nah, let's go a little bigger. So we go into the 6-inch 3-jaw gear puller. Yeah, a little bigger, a little bigger. I don't know. Let's get the big one too. So we got the big feller, and this is an 8-inch 3-jaw gear puller. So yeah, we got 3 different sizes. Then I looked down the line a little more and I thought, oh, that's so cute. A 3-inch 2-jawed gear puller. It's so tiny. It's like for working on Swiss watches and stuff, maybe. I don't know. And yeah, there might be the odd time you might need something smaller, you know, for ripping some small stuff or whatever. I don't know, but I thought, oh, what the heck. If not, we'll make it a keychain. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so I don't know which one will be the best one. Actually, this one here would probably work fine for what we're going to do, but we might have to get the big feller going here. And yeah, that's lots. Time you get that thing strapped on there, holy Hannah. But anyways, we'll mess with those tomorrow. I'm heading home. So you probably are thinking, holy cow, you must have spent a fortune on those. Actually, it wasn't really that bad. The great big one was $39.99. I want to think it was $39, maybe $49.99. 49, 39, and 29, I think, roughly around there for the 3. And then the little wee guy was only like $13.99. So I'm like, okay. Oh, forgot to show you the other cool thing I got. Now I'm already in the truck, I'm heading home. I'll have to show you tomorrow. But it's for a future-y, coming up-y kind of project thing for the bike, so I'll show you that tomorrow. I had it all out there ready to show you. I totally forgot. My bad, I'm sorry. But you'll see her tomorrow. You'll see her tomorrow. It's pretty cool. It'll kind of make maybe life a little easier for what I got planned. Go back into the hole here. It's yeah, a future project for the bike. Not gonna tell you what it is. It's a secret. Well, not really, but nothing really huge or major, nothing. But it's should make still greasy here. Should make I guess that's it. Should make it pretty nice on the bike. So a little bit of an accessory, we'll say, for the bike. But anyways, we'll show you that tool tomorrow. Kind of totally forgot. I am so sorry, but we'll peel it open tomorrow and show you that. And it was a little more expensive, but I think it'll make life a lot easier once we get it all fingered out and stuff and stuff. So anyways, I'm heading her home. Freaking beat now. I hate driving in the city. It just wears me right out. I couldn't do that every day. I don't know. I'd have to probably be living down there somewhere where I wouldn't have to drive so far all the time. But anywho, that's it for today. You guys have a good night. Thanks again for watching and coming down to Princess Auto and stuff. And busy coming home, but we made her. We're starving. So we're going to go and have some dinner and then probably edit this while I'm pigging out, eating dinner. Sounds like spaghetti night. One of my favorites. So Yeah, anyways, have a good night. We'll catch you tomorrow. And if it's not snowing in frickin' Orangeville here, we'll keep working on that sweeper machine there, because we kind of need to get it all back together again. And looks like once we get that sprocket off there, it'll probably be all right after that. I don't think anything else would be super seizured up. Like, that's probably the worst part. But probably when I throw her back together, I'll get all the rusty stuff cleared off, throw it back together, and I'll coat it all up with that anti-seize stuff I got there I like using. So because I'll probably be having to take her apart again. I'll probably get another, well, no, I don't use it as much now. I used to use it a lot for the snow, but there was no way I could have used that this past winter for that. So yeah, she burnt down on the asphalt pretty good there. But anyways, we'll probably should get some more brushes ordered for after we get these ones all installed. Man, the wind's picking up too. It's supposed to be pretty wicked out here tonight. Kind of glad I didn't ride the bike. That would have been a nasty ride home once I got up the top of the mountain there. But anyhow, and plus I don't think I would have got all those pullers into a backpack. That would have been super uncomfortable. Imagine wiping out with that on your back. No thanks. But anyways, heading home. Have a good night. Thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you tomorrow.